What's going on, everybody? Today I have a review of the Ninjutso Sora, and there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. So I didn't get a chance to review the Sora when it first came out, and then they had the whole fiasco with the AK dongle and support. But a year later, I was finally able to get my hands on one, and I've honestly been really enjoying it. I still think that the Sora V2 is a viable option for those that are looking for something that is a claw style shape. And really, the two things that I want to do is kind of just talk through my personal thoughts on the V2 and then compare it to the XM2, since that's really the closest shape that I have to the Sora V2. So going through the normal kind of conversations about the mouse, it doesn't really have much of a coating, and I haven't really felt the need to use a grip tape, but honestly, with my grip style and my hand size, I feel like grip tape would definitely help have just a more locked in feel whenever I use the V2. Whenever it comes to the buttons, the Omron opticals feel really solid. A little bit of pre-travel for the mouse, but nothing that really affects me in game. Mouse buttons are a little loose and do have some quite a bit of side flex for really almost any mouse that I've had lately. I mean, you can definitely tell that there's a lot of side flex on this. Again, something that doesn't affect me in game, but something that I wanted to mention. One thing that I do want to mention, the side buttons on this mouse kind of remind me, I mean, it's definitely better than the original GPX, but the side buttons are kind of squishy, especially in the back. The front is a little more tactile, but the back is kind of just squishy. And at least playing Fortnite a lot, I mean, especially whenever it comes to Fortnite, I have my walls and my stairs on my side buttons, and so having that not feel very crisp as I'm trying to switch in between building doesn't really feel great. Outside of that, when we talk about the scroll wheel feels really solid. It feels notchy. Definitely comfortable with the scroll wheel. I haven't had any issues with the stock skates. I've kept them on this whole time. I've honestly been using this a ton with the Super Bing Labs Memoria Pro. I honestly love that mouse pad, and especially whenever it's using just regular full skates. I mean, I feel like the combo of full skates on that pad, it just performs incredibly well. I really enjoy using this on that pad. When it comes to the stock skates, I haven't had any issues with glass, speed pads, control pads, anything like that. I mean, I've been using a bunch of different pads, and I haven't had any issues. Whenever it comes to the sensor, battery life, things like that, I haven't had any issues with that whatsoever. Whenever we talk about the shape, honestly, I think the V2 was a really good direction for where they went. When you think about the XM2 style shape, having the original Sora, the in-game gear version, now the WL mouse Strider having a similar shape. Honestly, I think this makes it more safe of a shape. So whenever I use the XM2, I really enjoy using this mouse, but because of the way that the back hump it's definitely a wider back hump, and because I end up having to use my pinky, my thumb, and kind of push it in, I think it causes a more locked in feeling. And if that's what you're looking for, it's great. But if you're looking for a little bit of more freedom in your movement, this doesn't have that same locked in feeling. You're not squeezing in your pinky and your thumb. So having just more freedom really allows me just to move the mouse. Really right here, I kind of go in circles. So instead of just being locked in and I'm not moving it at all, whenever I'm moving it on the mouse or on the mouse pad, I can move it wherever I want to, and I can again kind of just do that circular motion. Whereas with this, I don't really have as much, because again, you can tell that the mouse isn't moving. My hand's moving, but the mouse isn't. Whereas with this, I can move the mouse and have like kind of push it out to have more of a fingertip. It's not completely locked into my hand. So I get more freedom whenever it comes to moving the mouse as opposed to just having the mouse locked in. I think the V2 is a safer shape. I think it gives you a little bit more freedom compared to the shapes that it was based off of with the original. Using this mouse for a couple weeks now, I still think this is a really viable mouse. At $100, I still feel like this is a really solid shape. It's a really solid mouse. I would definitely prefer having the clicks kind of just built a little bit better and the side buttons not feel a little bit more tactile. But really outside of that, like overall build quality of the shell is solid, and at least performance for me, I mean, I've been performing really well with this mouse. It's really comfortable for me. I haven't ever really put mice in a tier list as I'm kind of going through and talking about it. But to me, I feel like now it would probably be in A tier, maybe B tier, depending on how you look at it. But I still think this is a really good, solid mouse. I think this is still a good pickup if you're looking to try something that's been out for a while. They've definitely improved in their support with the dongle out now. I know that there was a really kind of big mess with Ninjutso for a while, but now I feel like they're in a really good spot. Them also working with Vaxi, I feel like them releasing the Vaxi Ninjutso Sora, I feel like that was a big step in the direction for them as well. So honestly, I think it's only going to get better. There's a new mouse that's supposed to drop, so that'll be interesting to see what direction they go with. But with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all next time. Start a riot.